Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today what I'm going to be doing is installing a Tekken 7 multi-boot solution. If you remember years ago, I did videos on the Naomi NetBoot solution years before a lot of people brought it out, and then a solution for the Type X2. There was videos I made for that years before mainstream people knew about it. So today this is going to be about Tekken 7 multi-boot solution. Now, one thing to note about this, well, not necessarily about the multi-boot solution, but somebody asked me on the channel, how does the JVS card or slot interact on the system Es3 motherboard compared to the Type X2. So since I was working on this, I was like, well, let's go ahead and take a look, because my first assumption was that it was just gonna just slide into one of the PCI slots like you would see on the EX2 on Type X2, 3, or 4, but it's a little different. So here you go. There is what I have highlighted. There is your JVS connector right there, highlighted with light. So when you come inside and look inside of this here, so there, keep this in focus, right there where the light is at, that is the JVS connector, and you can see that gray bar is going across the left of the case. It goes all the way back around here, and then it ends up going right there. I'll take the light away so it's not blurry, to that top one right here. Okay, and then on the other side you have the power. I'll take the light away so it's not blurry, and that's going all the way around into the power over there. And then I'll take a quick look so you can see that's the daughter board, if you will, that is connecting into. And then you have one other connector right there, which is this multicolor, it's like, just call it a flat ribbon right there. That one, if you trace it all the way back around here, is going into this little port right there. Right there, that black port right there. That's what it's going into. So I'll see if I can zoom in and tell you exactly what port. I'm not going to put it loose, because pulling pins loose just for the sake of pulling it loose. So trying to read which exact pin that is. But that's where it's going to, and that's what you're connecting into. Let's see if I can get any. It's making it blurry. So I can't actually see it from here, that exact, what that pinout is. At least from this angle, not without pulling the ribbon out. But that's what it's connecting to, and that's how it gets connected to the motherboard itself. When you zoom in, you really see. I should clean out this case a little bit more. Maybe I'll do it later. But either way, so there you go. That's the that's how the JVS is connected to the motherboard and such. So interesting question. I had not even thought about that until he mentioned it. I just was assuming it was going to be connected the same way as the Type X2, which is a little different. So since we're already here, let's go ahead and get everything else installed. It's really not that much. All I have to really do is reinstall the case cover. And as you see, just as a FYI, there's no other hard drives plugged in here. It's only going to be one hard drive, just this proof of reference. So that's that. Put that back in here. Let's get the screws back over here. Those are good. Let's tighten them up right quick. Okay. And let's go get the hard drive. And let's get this SATA connection out. Let's readjust this camera for a second. Okay. Put this right back inside here, nice and neat. Good. And get the cover. And then reattach here. Okay, system's hooked back up. Everything's secure. Good to go. All right, now I'll get this reinstalled in the cabinet and we'll go through the boot sequence just like before. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to continue our Tekken 7 series and we're going to look at Tekken 7 multi-boot solution for the system ES3 arcade hardware. I already got the system powered up just to save us a little bit of time. For anyone who wants to know how long it takes to load up an ES3, you can look at the first video in the series, so you'll see how long it takes. So right now we got the system ES3 hooked up, and just as a quick recap for those who may be newer to arcade gaming in general, this is a system ES3. It is based off PC hardware. If you need the specs, once again, please look at the first video. I detailed the specs and took you inside to look at all the hardware. It's basically an NVIDIA PC in there, GPU inside there. So up top we got a JVS connection right there. You have your DVI connector that's going into the video card. You got your standard connectors, audio and such, and power at the bottom. Over here we got it running in the Sega press cabinet, so you've got your standard test service options there and your power button back in there. So now that we see the system is up and running and everything there, what we're going to do is I'm going to get the camera set up. First I'm going to turn off this light so you don't have to deal with this glare. And then I'm going to show you all the boot menu or the multi-boot. Just to be clear, I did not create this. So if I can find the gentleman's name who made this, I will put it in the description, but if not, you can search. Yeah, a lot of hard work he did. He did a great job of setting this up, so kudos to him. But once again, this is another multi-boot solution, similar like I showed years ago for the Type X2. I guess it was like 10 years ago when I brought up a video for that. So this is another solution that they have. This one is for the system ES3. And of course, he may do many different improvements to it, but it does work right now, so it's not bad. So what we can see here, as you can see, I can toggle through here. We got Tekken 7 Vanilla, the base version of Tekken 7. It came out years ago. We have Tekken 7 Fated Retribution Round 2. And then you have Tekken 7 Fatal Retribution. So we'll start off with just Tekken 7 right here. And what we're going to see is that this is the original version of Tekken 7 that came out years ago. It does not have all of the standard bells and whistles that you're used to seeing with Tekken 7. So this one right here, the intro looks very different. The matchup screen looks very different. The character portraits look very different. And the most important thing is that there was no story mode in the first version of Tekken 7. It literally, you loaded in, you got into a, think of it as the special mode where you can go to practice, you get loaded in there, and then while you were practicing against the CPU, other real life persons could join you and you would fight against them. So that was what was in the first version of Tekken 7 Vanilla, which I'm loading right now. I'm not on the network, so that's expected to see. And we'll hear our famous good morning sound in a second.
Good morning.
There we go. I'm not going to go through all of the menus, just to give you an idea that is functionally and everything else.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist
There you
Tournament.
go. Like I said, character selection looks vastly different from the other ones that you're used to seeing.
Paul Phoenix. Kazuya Mishima. Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, so there you go. You can see that is all functioning. Let's go to the next game. Let's go to Fatal Retribution version 1. So this one is probably a little bit more familiar for those who played the game on the console. This was the first version that came out on the console. Here we go.
Good morning.
Loading up area is different. You still have your story mode, where you have your story mode for the first version here, and you have your training mode that's unique.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist
And then you can
Tournament
see
7.
the character select screen is drastically different from the first version of Tekken.
Get ready for the next battle.
And then you have your more up-to-date matchup screen here, which is absent from Vanilla. And character intros.
Round 1.
Okay, that's all up and running. Let's go to the next game. And the final one, round 2. So this is round 2, season 2. This does not contain Negan from the console. Right now he's a console exclusive. I don't know if they're going to actually put him on the arcade version. They may or may not. But this is season 2. So once I get a hands on season 3 and season 4, I'll update the multi and then add that. But right now, so this is going to be round 2, season 2 on the multi right here. So another thing to note that's different between this one and some of the other road that's floated out there. I'm just using this all through the JVS, so I'm not using any kind of in-between emulator to emulate the JVS control. So just keep that in note. I'm just going straight through the JVS.
Good morning.
Here we go. And you can see how each one of the startups are different from each version, so they changed it. So once right here, I did put the language to English for this version right here in the config file. So we go here. This is a different setup for round 2.
Welcome to the King of Iron.
And then you have your round 2 characters right here.
Get ready for the next battle.
So there's your matchup screen, similar to what was in the first version.
I'm gonna bury you.
Character intros.
Round 1.
Nice and smooth. So awesome. So that is the 3 multis on this multi-boot for Tekken 7 on the system ES3. Now somebody out there might say, well, what if I don't want to pick the game every time? We just want it to load into a certain version. I'll do an edit and then I will come back and show you basically from start to finish the system just booting up without you having to go through the multi. So if you did want that option, you do have that. You can configure it inside the system so that you don't have to use the multi-boot. You can just load into your favorite version and just play that without doing any configuration. So, but for now, as always, if you have any questions, concerns, please put them in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow the channel up this year, so please put some feedback. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and if you got any questions arcade related, always tune in. Got a lot of different equipment coming in this year, new arcade games and such, so stay tuned, and as always, be safe out there. Talk to you later. Peace. Hey everyone, so just a quick edit here. I decided I would just go ahead and just append to the previous video, just the system booting up, loading into a single game. So here we go. System turned off. We're just going to turn this on right quick. So again, we'll turn off that light so we don't have to deal with the glare. go, the best part.
Good morning.
And there we go. So the multi-boot loads everything a lot faster if you compare this one to the first video of loading in the non-multi-boot version of the game. This loaded in, I want to say, what, in less than 2 minutes or so. Whereas if we were going through the non-multi-boot, it was taking like up to like 10 minutes to load in. So much faster than everything else. Here we go. So you do have the option, even if you get the multi-boot solution, to load into a single game. So just keep that in mind. All right, everyone, we're done for real this time. But once again, please like and subscribe to the videos. It really helps. I'll have some new things coming out pretty soon. So hopefully everybody's doing well out there, and it should be a great year for arcade gaming if you're into it, and if you're not, I always recommend looking into arcade gaming if you can. It's just fun to play on arcade games and arcade versions of games. But anyway, we could talk about that in a different discussion. Like and subscribe. I'll talk to you all later. Be safe. Peace.